streaming at you digitally, but taped live at the Joke Joint Comedy Club in Lilydale, Minnesota, just 15 minutes out of downtown Minneapolis. The stand-up channel presents Uprising, dedicated to bring you the best comedians we can find. Tonight's comics are Bryan Miller, Micah Walsh, Colleen Doyle Justice, and Ray Harrington. Ladies and gentlemen, start screaming now for your host, Mr. Chris Maddock.
Well, hot damn, what a night! Thank you so much for coming, folks, to Uprising, the greatest comedy show this night. I'm Chris, I'm your host. Selling CDs after the show, folks. I had this happen in South Dakota. I was working in South Dakota. I wasn't there for like a vacation. And had CDs for sale after the show. 12 CDs on the table. I know there's 12. 2 rows of 6. Yeah, that's 12. I thought I could leave the table for a second, right? No. I come back for like 2 minutes. Look at the table, fucking 13 CDs. Somebody brought one back. From a different show, from a different town. I did one show in that town. Somebody drove 5 hours. This is not for me. Thank you. Throw it away. That guy didn't want that CD anywhere in his house. He didn't want it in his landfill. He drove so far. I think it's a good CD. Folks, I'm going to start the show. I mean, I've started the show, but I'm going to start the show. I'm going to bring up your first comic of the evening, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Miller!
Hope you guys are having a good winter. Hope you had a nice holiday. I had a very nice Christmas, but every year Christmas people always say to my wife, oh, but Christmas just isn't the same when you don't have children. Yeah, but the other 364 days just aren't the same when you have children. The reason Christmas isn't that special when you don't have kids is because the other days are fun too. It just blends right in. You buy yourself shit, you have a party, you eat bad food every day. It's great. I'm lucky because my wife does not want to have any kids. Jackpot. Those are hard to find, you guys. I really don't want kids. And when I found out cell phone radiation lowers your sperm count, I got a second phone for my other pockets. I'm on the Verizon wireless birth control plan. It's a good one. It's a friends and no family plan. I really like my nights and weekends free, you know? You can never think about it half a second too late. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's like we're talking on a phone in Australia, and it's like, oh man, I'm killing down under. Takes a while to get there, but it's worth it when it does. Crocodile Dundee here is really enjoying it. Say no, whatever. You're the best. You're the best. My father-in-law really wants grandkids, but so he knows he can't just go straight forward with it. He has to be subtle about it. So he tried this one on me. He said, son, don't you want someone to carry on your legacy? What? Legacy? What's this kid supposed to do? Bounce a check in an adult bookstore? It's the Miller boy right there, yeah. Just carrying on the family name.
We have Bryan Miller with us, everyone. Bryan Miller. Fantastic comedian, Minneapolis, Minnesota, home base. Let me ask you.
Let me answer you.
You were on television.
I was.
What was that like? What were you on? What happened?
I was on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. It was like 3 years ago. I was pretty new to comedy. He was in the crowd at a show I did. And at Acme in Minneapolis. Because he's very cool. He shows up to shows just to watch, which I thought was great. And he was there, and he just asked me to come do the show, and it was a crazy fluky thing. I was really new. I was woefully unprepared. I'm still kind of chagrined about how unprepared I was. But it was great, and when they called me like 2 days later to see, like, and they go, hey, you want to be on the Craig Ferguson show? And I thought it was our friend Cy Amundsen, Frank the Plank, and I said, fuck you, Cy. And the guy goes, excuse me? Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't think Cy would have reacted that way. I don't think that was Cy Amundsen.
What was the response like?
It was good. It was a good response. I got, it was People were surprised because I was new. I was also surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was generally a pretty positive response, and got a little work out of the deal. But it was a very exciting thing to do. Yeah, you know what I say is one of those things where the worst case scenario, if you never get to do comedy again, you got to do that.
This is good. I'm doing good this winter so far. Last year I got kind of down in the winter. I got that sad. I got that seasonal affective disorder thing. And I see a psychologist about it, and she told me I had to do some indoor exercises to get my endorphin levels back up. She recommended jumping rope. So I got a prescription strength jump rope. No, Nike jump rope. It's made for a man. Yeah, it's made by Nike. It's for a man to jump over. I never used it. So like 2 months go by. I'm out $30, still depressed. Now I have a rope. It's just staring at me from the shelf, right on the box. It says, just do it. It's like, oh, shit. It's heavy. I'm a little crazy, but I'm not the craziest guy around. I saw the craziest man in Minneapolis last week. He was at a bus stop. I was pulled up at the bus stop, and he had a Kit Kat bar. And he opened up his Kit Kat bar, he unwrapped it, and then he just took a big bite into the middle like toast. Like, what the fuck? Like, no sense of symmetry, no possibility of sharesies. Just like, I was like, this is anarchy. Drive, we gotta get out of here. I don't know what the shit this guy's gonna do next. If I ever go to prison, that's gonna be my move. First day in the yard. Just walk out there. Now, you fuck the guy eating the Reese's peanut butter cup like a normal human being. That's a safer bet. I don't know what I might do. And then I had a good summer. I went to had the best part of my summer. I went to my first black strip club. Yeah, thank you. These people know the truth, which is that black strip clubs are way better than white strip clubs, like 1,000,000 times better. I didn't know this until I went. Well, because like first off, right when I walked in the door, I got to answer the eternal question: what would make 50 black dudes simultaneously stop staring at a naked lady? Yeah, the answer's me walking into a black strip club. Like, what's the white woman from the library doing here? It's like, hey, everybody. I'm gonna make it rain. I did. It was awesome. It was great. But I never realized all this time, I'd only ever been to white strip clubs, I never realized that the strippers there are terrible at their jobs. They're awful. They just hold on to the pole and they do like slow motion aerobics, big frown on their face. We're all supposed to be impressed. Whatever. Now, black strippers, they are real entertainers. They are true entertainers. They earn that money, man. They do that crazy stuff like that dancing thing. They twerk, they pop their hips and their butt cheeks, like they smack together and they clap. They clap with their asses. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Right when I walked in the club, there was like 3 dancers doing it all at the same time. Sounded like somebody just won a golf tournament. Well, I was very excited, because if someone in the room did win a golf tournament, it's probably me.
So you during the day sometimes, I know you do movie reviews.
Yes,
for your...
movie reviews for The Nightlife in Carbondale, Illinois, where I've worked for 17 years.
Yeah. Who hasn't?
Who hasn't?
And also, I know you're a proofreader.
Very exciting. I'm a comma baron, as I like to think of it.
What's the biggest word you know?
What's the biggest word I know? Anti-disestablishmentarianism, I think, is the longest word in the dictionary.
I thought it was pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
That would be a medical term. I'm talking the Webster's Dictionary, Merriam-Webster.
What's the difference between
One
a
doesn't
medical...
count in Scrabble.
Why isn't a medical term a word?
It's not that it's not. It's just not necessarily a word. It's more a medical term.
So I'm
This
right.
is a subtle distinction.
So I'm right.
And I'm right.
Correct.
I'm gonna level with you. I'm not actually fucking Steve. I just made that up for the joke. I did actually go on a real date recently, though. And by that, I mean I met a woman from Tinder at a sports bar in Roseville. And we made out in the parking lot because we're both 14. I'm kidding. Only she was 14. That's not funny. What's the deal with consent laws? Am I right? No! No, but she was like 23 or something. It's not really important to the story, but the point is we made out. It was a good date by all accounts. We made plans to hang out a couple days later. couple days later, I text her, hey, how's it going? And she responded, pretty good. Funny story. I got back together with my ex today. And I was like, well, that wasn't funny or a story. You set that up so wrong. I think she should have said, pretty good. Relevant anecdote. Won't be making out of Buffalo Wild Wings anymore.
I've been married for 18 years myself, so yeah, I know, amazing. I was married at 12. Yeah, it's not the most passionate relationship anymore, I'd have to say. This year we bought each other a sectional couch for our anniversary, and it was like the biggest couch that they had to offer. And then the year before that, we bought a king-size bed. So basically what we're doing is we're just buying furniture that's so big that we don't have to physically be near each other when we use it. So it's working out great, yeah. And I'm sure it's my fault that the passion is gone. I think I just have like body image issues. I just don't like my husband's body, and I don't like it near me or around me or on top of me. It's just, ugh. Enough.
Welcome. Yeah, you guys are here. All right. Having fun? Yeah, I'm going to bring your headliner to the stage, folks. He performs comedy all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Harrington. Language. I moved to Rhode Island, and when I moved, my aunt-in-law, my wife's aunt, she was very excited. She wanted to point out all the places to go and visit in Rhode Island. And she's like, oh, now that you live here, you got to go visit Purgatory Chasm. You got to go see the Chasm. It's beautiful at the Chasm. You can pack a picnic, have a whole day at the Chasm. Bring the baby to the Chasm. It'll be a lot of fun she said Chasm 300 times. Blood was going to start trickling down my face. I said finally, it's chasm, right? The word you're thinking of is chasm. It's like a gulch, chasm. And then she said to me, very bitchy, I think it's chasm. C-H, chasm. Really? Did you learn that in school? So we don't go to her house for Christmas anymore. Yeah.
We're here with Ray Harrington, the piston of comedy. He...
Piston?
Like in an engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like a piston. That's that's not you?
You read my bio?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ray the Piston Harrington.
I
I would love somebody to be like, Ray the Piston is coming in, and then just walk in.
My name's Octane.
Octane the Piston.
Welcome back to Octane and the Piston.
We're talking about
And then we need an effect where the camera cracks.
Camera cracks, a lot of shaking.
Yeah.
Cool. Can we do that? Do we have that? Is that in the budget?
Ian's got it. Are you on the road all the time right now?
I'm not on the road all the time. I had a baby. And
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had a little human being, and oh boy, every audience. Oh, he made people.
Support
all right.
the troops.
He is in the military.
How old is he? What's his name?
He's I can only talk a little bit about it because he's embedded. Is what he is.
Give him a good name, or is it
Have you
stupid?
seen Homeland?
No.
It's based on my infant son.
Wow.
Yeah, he's Brody from that show.
I told you I didn't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Worst show I've ever done was it was a charity show. I did it for charity because I'm a good human being. I'm such a charitable person. No, I did it, and it was for free, guys. That's how charitable it was. It was for National Rare Disease Day. That's a thing. Rare diseases so rare that they don't even get a full day. They just have to lump them all together and go, you share that one day like a family plan, right? And I was being charitable, and I was going to go tell jokes. Half hour, keep it clean. Okay, that's how charitable I was. I was going to go into a room filled with 400 people that had rare and hard to identify diseases, and then just mingle. So 2 weeks later, I could be at the doctor's and go, oh, it's weird. My knee's bent forward now. I don't know why that is. Really, that is rare and hard to identify.
So the lady that hired me, she said, you're going to go up, do a half hour of comedy. Please keep it clean. I said, okay, that's fine. She said, before you go up, we're going to do a couple of presentations. I said, great, that's cool. I'm waiting backstage. First presentation was a woman who had a rare disease. It was that caused macular degeneration. She went blind, and she became a photographer over the course of her illness to overcome. It was beautiful. Don't laugh at that. It's genuine. This is the setup part of the joke where you're not supposed to laugh. But no, it was beautiful. All of her shots looked great. They were in focus. Everything was nice. And it was uplifting. And then they had another presentation, and it was a girl with a bone disease, and she became a fucking ballerina. That's not a joke. She did. She overcame. She climbed the mountain. It was beautiful. They showed a video. People are all uplifted. I couldn't wait to go out and perform for everybody. And then they had one more presentation, which was a slideshow of all the people in the organization that had died over the year of rare diseases, with the music and everything. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Everybody was crying, right? And then the woman that hired me walked out onto the stage and said, here to cheer us up, the very funny Ray Harrington. I walked out on the stage with tears in my eyes. What do you do? At what point, what am I going to say? I'm sorry. Here's a half hour of dick jokes. Here's a half hour of dick jokes. That's what you're getting. I hope you don't have a rare disease of the dick, because this could get awkward. So that was the worst show I've ever done. This is so much better. And you guys aren't sick. You know what I mean? Like, every day's a gift. I don't know. If anybody has a rare dick disease, I'm real sorry. You probably did not expect to come out tonight and have somebody bring it up right in your face. This is very rare and easy to hide.
The documentary.
Yeah.
Be a Man. When my wife said she was pregnant, I panicked because I never had a dad growing up. I don't know what that means to be a man. I never saw a man doing anything in my life. So I set out to do the things that I thought made a man a man. Mm-hmm. Fighting, drinking, cars.
You fought
sports.
people? You're huge.
I fought a 5-time world champion boxer.
Okay, good. Did you win?
And no, he hurt me.
And what else did you do?
I found my man drink, because every man should have his drink.
What was it?
It was Black Russian. That was my man drink.
It's pretty good.
Is that all right?
It's pretty good. I thought it was.
Is it passable?
I thought it was gonna be whiskey.
No.
You might have beat that guy if you drank whiskey.
And then I drove cars. I don't know anything about cars.
Yeah.
No.
I drove them?
I drove a $250,000 Porsche. No, not Porsche. Ferrari. See, I don't even remember the names of them.
That's cool.
Ferrari, and I could barely fit in it.
Yeah.
And then I found the one privately owned Back to the Future DeLorean that exists, the one from the movie. We did a Kickstarter. It was very successful.
Yeah.
We shot pretty low, and then we raised 250% of our goal.
Awesome.
Yeah, so people were really cool about it, and it's very exciting to see people get excited about it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. A lot of excitement. Excitement all around here at the Joke Joint.
Ray Harrington, everyone.
All right, so I'm going to tell this. It's a secret. Now that you've gotten to know me, I will tell this. Happy birthday, here comes the secret. That sounded weird, like I was going to pull my pants down. What a weird Chuck E. Cheese trip you're about to have. Keep pulling, tickets come out. I'm gonna say this, and the room is gonna get weird. And please, just don't, just follow me through this, okay? Because I have rock solid logic for this, okay? Guys, I wish I was black. I said it, and it got real uncomfortable in the room. So a lot of white people giggling, going, "Why? It's great. Like it's fine." I wish I was black for one very specific reason. It's because I'm a big dude, right? I'm a big fat white fat white guy, right? That's who I am. And the universe gives fat white guys this voice. Hi. Ugh. Right? If I was a big black dude, the universe gives you a whole different gift. And it's not what you're thinking of. It's something totally different. It's that voice, the Luther Vandross, Barry White kind of. You know the voice I'm talking about, right? It's like a damn, like that kind of voice. Like you're laughing because it's weird if I have that voice. If you saw me walking through Target, going where the motherfucking sun chips. Y'all got Harvest cheddar? Right? You'd be like, what happened to that guy? Did he hit his head? Is he okay? Do you know how lucky my wife would be if I had that voice? She'd call me every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. What's going on? Oh, not much. Just hanging out at the comedy club. Telling some jokes. 900 people, yeah. I told this one joke about Harvest cheddar sun chips that did pretty well. All right, I'll call you back. Goodbye. I'll be honest, I've been doing this voice for about a minute and a half, and I'm feeling real uncomfortable about it. Because I'm worried that being a big fat white dude doing this awesome voice could be construed as racist. And I want to ask a black person if it's okay, and I'm worried that asking a black person if this voice is okay while doing this voice would definitely be racist. And also because there's one black lady in the room. If I could get that in writing, I would really appreciate it. Oh my God, did you hear how uncomfortable everybody got just then? Nobody was saying anything. They're like, we'll wait for you to decide. You're the spokesperson for an entire fucking culture, right? Oh my God.
The documentary. I want to make a shot-for-shot remake of Back to the Future, but with zero budget.
That would be amazing.
So I know lots of skateboarders, and then I could, I could cast the skateboarders.
Yeah.
And then, except for instead of them when they play Huey Lewis at the audition for the talent show, instead of playing Huey Lewis, they just play death metal. And then,
okay.
And then when he's playing it in the 50s, and then the guy says, it's your cousin Marvin Danzig. You know that sound you looking for? And those are the only changes I made.
Hey, it's Dave Allen, your cousin. No, Gigi, it's me. Yeah.